and welcome to the Point Spread Eagle podcast. My name is Jake, and we're here for our 4th episode. I'm here joined by the one and only...
Bo. I'm not going to say my last name.
That's all right, Bo. We need to look into this last week's football games, and, you know, it was one of those weeks where the Vikings were on a bye, so for myself, I was like, all right, get to watch football without hating myself. And we had some bad games last week.
Yeah, it was not fantastic at all.
Horrible games to watch. So many blowouts. It was just, it was tough to watch, man.
Yeah. Once again, the Titans.
The Titans.
They fucked me again. Keep telling myself I'm not going to do it.
Every week we come back to the Titans, and we said we weren't going to bet them. We both had them in a parlay. I actually picked the Chiefs straight up to be playing them at 4.5. And that was my first miss of the week. That was my first one. Then I kept going. I had a rough week this week, Bo.
You went 4 and 3 though.
3 and 4.
Oh, you went 3.
It's my first negative week.
I thought you went 4 and 3.
No, 3 and 4.
Oh, you have 4 shots then.
It's all right.
It's okay. We got 3.
We'll be good. In
right.
fact, why don't you hand me one of those right now? Actually,
here, crack that open. This week on the menu is Fireball.
Fireball.
What did we have last week? 101 bourbon.
It was something.
Maybe we should call this.
Turkey.
Maybe we should call this episode 4 Fireball.
Episode 4 for Fireball. All right. Let's go through our bets last week, Bo, and talk about some of these games quickly. My first one I said I missed was the Chiefs. I actually didn't have to do the Vikings game, so I had the Chiefs minus 4.5 as my first one to the Titans. That was a miss. The Packers played the Washington football team, and I had them covering 9 points, and they covered.
Yep. Relatively easy for them.
Well, I mean, that game could have not been covered 10 times over. I got actually quite lucky, but I'll take that one. Here's a game that I want to talk about, Bo, and this was the Bears versus Bucks. We both picked this game, and I thought this was going to be a close game, but I made one catastrophic mistake when picking this game, and it was I thought Justin Fields was better than the worst quarterback in NFL history.
Oh, my God.
That was tough to watch, Bo.
I know.
That was so hard.
I texted you. This is what you can do as a Bears fan. You can think you have the best quarterback in the league one week, and then the next week you can want him off the team. And what did I want this last weekend?
You wanted him off the team.
I wanted Justin Fields off the team.
Do you wish they drafted Mac Jones?
No, I just think that no,
not yet. Not to that point yet.
I just think the coaching is so terrible. I knew they were going to get blown out. They would have gotten blown out with good coaching, but to score 3 points, it's not even close. Is just, I mean, it's ridiculous.
It was a tough game.
Score more than 3 points. Score a touchdown.
Wow.
Score a touchdown.
We both agree that they should be doing that, but I think a little bit of the fault falls on Justin Fields. I don't think he's ready to start.
We will be okay.
Wait, this season or like future season?
In the future.
Okay, not this
just
season.
let him do the Zach Wilson stuff for the rest of the year. That's fine. Next year we go full force. And we're good.
I got 2 more games left from my 5 picks, and I had the Dolphins covering 2.5 points versus the Falcons. Game-winning field goal at the end, 2-point win. Absolutely love that. You made fun of me on that one. Very proud of that one. Coming in at 2 points right under the hook. Absolutely loving that. And then our last one was an oldie but a goodie, and that was the Giants versus the Carolina Panthers, Bo. +3. I hit on this one. The Giants absolutely pummeled Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold got benched.
Did he get benched?
Sam Darnold got benched in that game. That's how bad he played.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
it was it was 25-3.
I was flipping back and forth through so many games, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, he got benched, dude. So there I actually went 3 out of 5 on my Sunday picks. It was my parlay and my college bets that got pretty bad there. Let's hear your 5 picks.
I had the Bucks minus 12.5. I should have put my mortgage on that. Did Hopkins just score? Flag. Nope.
Flag on it.
Flag. But knew the Bears were going to get blown out. Bucks minus 12.5. Bobo is 3-0. Predicting the Bears spread.
Well, I expect you to go 4 this week.
I don't know about this week. We'll see. Cardinals minus 17.5. Hit. We got the Rams minus 15.
That was terrible.
What's that guy's name? What's his first name? The head coach of the Lions, Campbell.
Dan
Campbell.
Absolutely love that guy.
Motorboat Campbell.
Motorboat Campbell.
He
loves coffee.
Came out with the fake punt.
Biting kneecaps. He was biting kneecaps out there. The Lions were biting kneecaps.
Came out with the fake punt, onside kick. That was the reason they didn't cover, honestly. But thought the Rams were going to blow them out. They didn't. I missed that one. That was minus 15. Did not hit that. The Panthers, you had the Giants.
Yes.
And I missed big time on that. I hit the Patriots, minus 7.
Yep. That was an easy one.
Yep. Wish I would have adjusted that line on an alternative line, but
absolutely phenomenal bet right there.
Yeah. So on my 5 spread games, I went 3 and 2.
Okay. So we did the same on those ones.
Yep.
My parlay was aggressive. It was a 16 parlay. I had the Rams, Bucks, Cardinals, Packers, Browns, and the Chiefs.
Oh God.
So unfortunately, my parlay didn't hit. It was close. 5 out of the 6.
Mahomes looked awful.
Horrible. And nobody is willing to put any blame on him. He doesn't look good. He's making poor mistakes.
Yeah. If you look at his stats, they don't look that bad. If you look at his stats, but then they're like 2 and 4 now.
Did they score a touchdown last week?
I don't think so. I think they got blown out.
That cannot happen.
They got blown out.
By the Titans. Dude, Derrick Henry was throwing touchdown passes. They're like, fuck it, Tannehill can't do it. Why don't we just let Henry throw it?
Well, you know what? It's fantastic. The outside bets that I placed,
yeah,
a lot of them had Henry scoring.
Okay.
What happens? I'm watching the game, and they hand it all. They pitch him the ball. He throws a fucking touchdown pass. It doesn't count as a touchdown on a prop bet.
Of course not. It was a passing touchdown.
I know, it's ridiculous. Just give the guy the ball. Have bettors in mind when you're doing that. Yeah. Hand him the ball because it's a touchdown either way. They're not stopping him. What's the point of passing it? No fucking point.
I thought that was one of the craziest things I saw this weekend was him throwing. And then also Tom Brady and this football situation. Did you see what happened with Mike Evans giving the football away and then Tom Brady having to pay to go get it back?
Yeah, that guy fucked up.
Okay, so here's what. Let me walk you through how this would go if someone handed me Tom Brady's 600th touchdown pass football. They'd be like, okay, well, we didn't know that. Tom asks for it back. I'd be like, Tom, here's what's going to happen. We're going to go home and we're going to have dinner cooked by Giselle. Invite over Mr. Wahlberg too while we're at it. And I want a home cooked dinner with you, Tom. Sit down with the family, have dinner, hang out, nothing crazy, and then season tickets for the rest of my life, and you can have the football. If not, I'm selling it for $1 million, and your money is just as good as anyone else's. That's how I feel about it. Under no $1,000 worth of merch and 2 seasons worth of season tickets? No.
You know what? I think that guy was a fan of Tampa, though.
Yeah?
Yeah. I thought about that too. I was like, you know what? I'd be holding the football and I'd be like, this has got to be at least
$500,000.
$100,000.
Yeah.
I would hold it. I wouldn't know, but I'd be like, this is at least $100,000, and I would hold on to that shit. But then I pictured myself being at a Bears game with all of the Bears fans around me.
I know.
And I'm like,
the peer pressure.
I'm like.
And you know what the hardest part would be? Would be Tom Brady looking you in the eyes, being like, hey, man. I know. So I talk a big game, but honestly, if Tom looked me in the eyes and said, like, that's my 600th, it's like, fuck.
You'd be like that Bartman guy when the Cubs were making the run at the World Series years ago, and he fucking stuck his glove out there and caught.
And he fucked up the play.
That's what you would look like to everybody. You'd be getting booed for the rest of the time.
That guy got suicide, or not suicide, but like homicide, letters and death threats and stuff. It was crazy.
I feel like we would have the peer pressure if it was our team. We would give it back. I just feel I'd ask for something, dude. Fucking Bears tickets for the rest of my life, just like you said. But that guy got the shit under the. You got like $1,000 gift card to the.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling you, home cooked meal from Giselle, maybe Wahlberg over, little lifetime season tickets, and we're good. Either way, Bo, let's go to your parlay. Well, what did you go this week? You had a 3-team parlay, right?
Yeah, it was the Pats money line, Chiefs money line. They fucked me really bad, and then the Cardinals money line. So I missed that. It wasn't good.
Okay. Oh, dude, did Chase Edmonds just score his first touchdown of the year?
My.
I hammered James Conner, so that's a bit unfortunate.
Yep. Was that Connor or Edmonds?
No, I think it was
Connor's
Edmonds.
number 8, I think.
Yeah, I think that's Edmonds. All right, our last bets of last week. Let's get through these quick. Were our college bets. I rushed this one, picked Coastal Carolina -4 to Appalachian State, and I don't really have a ton of comments on this other than it missed. It was a Wednesday night game.
Yeah.
That's all I got for that.
I had Alabama. I figured they were going to be pissed losing 2 weeks ago, and took them -25.5, and that hit.
Crazy game. Didn't look like it was going to hit at any point, and then in the fourth quarter, they scored like an unbelievable and unanswered points.
Did you take the shot?
I took one shot.
Okay.
One shot has been taken.
Did it like a champ. All right.
Yeah, you got to push through it.
Okay.
All right, Bo, let's move into this week's bet here. And for those people who are new, we do one prop bet every single Thursday, always during the game that we are recording. So whatever the Thursday night game is, we like to pick a prop bet for that game. Then we do a college bet, we do a money line parlay, and then we have to pick 4 games of football every single week. So the Sunday 7. Sunday's the Sabbath. We rest on the 7th. We watch football on the 7th. 7 bets. That's what we do. So, but the first rule is you have to pick your game. And Bo, you have an interesting game this week.
So we're starting with the Bears then.
We have to start with the Bears game.
We're not going with the prop bet right now for this game?
Oh, no. We should do that. You're exactly
Okay.
right. You're exactly right. Let's do the prop bet quick.
Okay. Prop bet for right now, the Packers are playing the Cardinals.
They are.
Aaron Jones over 4.5 receptions.
Do we know how many he has right now?
He's got one at least. I saw him catch one.
All right.
Easy. All the receivers are out. Rodgers is going to throw it to him 12 times.
Yep. I like that bet. I took Christian Kirk over 3.5 receptions. Dude gets 4 or 5, 6 catches every single week. Do it again. Not that crazy. Throw the football. The guy's a dynamic little player, Christian Kirk. 3.5 over. He does it every single week. Usually gets 7 targets.
That's good. Jair Alexander's going to be on Hopkins, so it's probably a good bet. Right?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I don't know what he has right now, but now let's move into the weekly bets here. And you have the Bears game.
This is really tough. I'm 3-0 with the Bears, and I don't want to fuck it up.
They're playing the 49ers.
Oh, God. Their confidence has to be shattered this week.
There's no way Fields is hanging his head high right now.
Getting blown out. Fields was not impressive whatsoever. Threw 3 passes that were picked that were nowhere close to anybody wearing a Bears jersey. The line is -4.
Is that what you got it at, or I saw it a little bit lower at one point? I think it's sitting at 3.5.
Oh, if I could, since we can't do it, if I could, I would adjust that to -2.5 for San Francisco. But since I last looked, it's -4. I have to fucking take. I can't. I don't. I have to take the 49ers at -4, I guess,
To cover it on the road.
Yeah, I mean, they were so fucking bad last week.
I think it's a fair bet. The 49ers are not exactly a great football team right now. Jimmy Garoppolo is going to play again, obviously.
Debo Samuel's just an animal.
Missing Kyle Fuller.
I just Shanahan's coaching just is Shanahan compared to Nagy.
He's better.
It's not even close. I think, yeah. I mean, for fuck's sakes, man.
So if we view them as 2 equally poor football teams, one team has a better coach, we're taking the 4 points for that team.
I don't even think the 49ers are that bad. I think that they're a lot better than what their record is. The Bears are like right where they fucking should be. So I mean, it fucking sucks. I have to take it. I don't think they're gonna. I don't know. If it was -2.5, then yeah. I would. It would be a lot easier decision, but I don't even trust the Bears. -4 for the 49ers for sure.
Fair enough. I mean, it was a Super Bowl team. Jimmy Garoppolo, say what you want. The guy's experienced. He could go in there midday Sunday game and play a decent football game.
They're going to get out coached.
I have the Halloween night game. And I have to pick the Vikings versus the Cowboys at US Bank Stadium on Halloween night. Kids are going to be knocking on my door, trick-or-treating, and my lights are going to be off because there's no way I'm answering the door during this game. The Vikings line has moved down. I saw it open at 2.5, and it's moved all the way down to 1 right now. And I'm taking the Vikings plus 2.5 on Sunday Night Football. It's time to bounce back. I saw something about Dak Prescott answering an interview today saying that he doesn't know if he's going to be able to play. It's not his decision. Don't know. I actually would be more scared if the Cowboys put a backup quarterback in, because there would be nothing more Vikings-esque than just getting lit up by a backup quarterback on primetime television. So I kind of hope that Dak plays, but, I'm riding the mojo. We're coming off a bye. We got Michael Pierce back. There's no way Zeke's running on us. I think this is a game that Mike Zimmer can try to save his job with. Vikings 2.5.
If Dak plays, you're fucked.
Man, it's not exactly the line that I wanted, but we're going to take it. I think this is a bounce back game for the Vikings. US Bank Stadium is going to be rocking. People are going to be in costumes. It's going to be fun. They're going to be doing skull chants. It's going to be a loud game. We always play the Cowboys good, especially on nighttime games. We had the game back in 2019 where the Vikings went on the road and won there. This is a fun game. This is going to be fun. I think the Vikings could lose badly, but I'm hoping that they cover. I'm taking the 2.5. I'm riding the mojo.
I don't think that's bad. If Dak Prescott plays, you're fucked. That's it. I'm 100% confident. If he's healthy and he plays.
Who has the better quarterback if Dak plays?
I mean, you can't look at what the Cowboys have done and not say that their offense is ridiculous.
Phenomenal. The 3 weapons they have outside are just absolutely incredible.
Dallas is like 5-1.
And I believe Gallup is coming back.
Yeah, I mean, I expect the game to be close. I know you have to take that. I'm just too scared.
You're not taking that game?
No.
Which way would you lean if you had to?
Depends if Dak's playing. I would put it on the Cowboys.
You would lean Cowboys.
I'm not taking the Cowboys if Dak's not playing though.
All right. Well, what's your second game here?
Second game is the Bills minus 13.5 against Miami.
Dude, you love the big lines, man.
It's just we had some easy looking ones the last 2 weeks. We have the Bills are one of the best teams in the NFL, if not the best one. Playing Miami. Miami lost to the Jaguars a few weeks ago. And all this Deshaun Watson stuff is happening where they're saying that they're probably going to trade for Deshaun Watson.
So you're not buying into Tua.
I mean, does Tua buy into Tua? How does that feel to be a quarterback and have somebody, you have your team saying you're going to trade for somebody?
Did you see his interview this week when they asked him about it?
No.
They asked him, how do you feel wanted in Miami? And his response was, well, I don't not feel wanted.
Well, how would you feel wanted?
I guess that's all you can say.
How would you feel? How would you feel if somebody was, okay, you're married.
Yeah.
Well, you're engaged, but you had your fiance.
You're engaged too, buddy.
No, I know.
Okay.
Well, I'll just say how I would feel if my fiance was telling me she wanted somebody else. It's the same shit. It's the same exact thing.
I feel you, and I think it's a little early to be giving up on the guy at 13 games. However, sometimes he doesn't look good, but his stats actually aren't horrible, and they have a good winning percentage when he's playing, or at least around 500. So,
and
I think it might be a little premature.
And the guy she's saying,
he's a sexual predator.
Yeah. so they're rolling. How would you feel?
No, they're picking a sexual predator over you. That's the problem. Hand me the fireball.
Come on.
Here we go.
All
right. So that was. Which game was that for you?
That was number 2, my second game.
That was your second one.
Yep.
All right, now I got to go to my second game here. This week. Okay, so I'm doing something a little different this week, but I'm actually going to pick an over-under for my second game. Not the spread. I looked at the spreads. I had multiple. I'm taking an over-under this week, and I'm taking the under on the Saints versus Bucks at 50.5. The Saints beat them twice last year. They both have phenomenal defenses. I think this is going to be a little bit slow game. We just watched it be really slow against Seattle. I'm taking the under on 50.5. Maybe a 25-20 game here. So I'm actually doing the under on this one.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
All right. What do you got? Third game.
I don't hate that at all.
Oh, no.
Ripping.
That's the hammer.
Do it with me.
Ripping. Bo hits the hammer.
The Rams minus 14.5
Wow.
against the Houston Texans.
I think, is Tyrod Taylor starting?
I don't care.
If he's starting, I don't know if I like that bet,
I don't
dude.
care, dude. He's going to be a little rusty. Even with Tyrod Taylor, that team is 5 touchdowns better than the Texans.
Oh, my God. That's horrible.
Dude, you know
Yeah,
what?
that's my second shot.
I would be like gagging if I was taking those. Mm-hmm. Straight up. I'm shocked that you can do it.
I am.
But yeah, Rams going to blow the Texans out of the water. I know these spreads are ridiculous.
You've been hitting the over on these huge spreads for the last couple weeks here. I'm impressed at your balls to do that. Mm-hmm. My third game this week, Steelers plus 3.5 at Cleveland.
Oh, no.
Yes. Do you think Cleveland's good with Case Keenum?
Roethlisberger's like 90 years old, and they have no chance. He has no chance against the pass rush.
We'll see what happens. I actually feel pretty good about this game. I think they're going to go on the road. I think the Browns are a little overrated. Steelers are 3-3. They need a win this week. Browns, I just think, are just a little inflated. Barely tough games for them coming up.
It's a division game, so
And I've watched Case Keenum. This guy can throw a pick if he tries, man. This guy can do it. Fourth game,
Chiefs. I hate doing this.
Oh,
the
no.
Chiefs. I'd take the Chiefs minus 9.5 against the Giants.
Another huge line.
Eventually, they have to win.
Eventually, win by 9.
No, but eventually they have to blow a team out. Eventually, they have to.
Why?
Because it's the Chiefs, man. Like, eventually they have to blow a team out.
It's tough to blow them out when your defense is that poor.
I know, but oh my God. For fuck's sakes, have one good game.
I hear you. It's not my favorite bet of yours.
They just got
I think it's
blown out.
definitely possible. I'm terrified to bet on the Chiefs until they show me something.
I know, but they just got blown out by the Titans. There's got to be some motivation to turn it around at some point. We're halfway through the season, basically.
It's pretty hideous, but
Yeah.
all right, Bo. My last one, and this one is the one where I will be dropping the hammer.
Okay.
Bo, I am buying into this one. I am taking the Lions at plus 3.5 versus Philadelphia. The Lions cannot go 0-17. They will not. If there's a week they're going to win, it's this week at home. They had a huge fight against the Vikings, huge fight against the Rams. It's time against not a very good Philadelphia Eagles team. The Lions not only cover 3.5, but I think they're going to win. I'm taking the 3.5 line here, but
Take the money line.
absolutely love this.
Take the money line.
Bo, we might be coming back to this a little bit later. I am absolutely hammering this game. Love Dan Campbell. Love the Lions. Not a big Jalen Hurts supporter. Think he's a great kid. Love his personality, but just haven't seen enough from the guy. Taking the Lions. They're not going completely defeated this year. They've got to win one. This is the week. Absolutely love this.
Okay.
Bet.
Interesting.
Yes.
He hammers the team that has not won a football game yet.
Yep. The hammers them. It's this time. And in fact, you know what? I'll continue this on to our weekend parlays where we do the money line. And I'm only taking 3 teams here, Bo. I'm taking the Bengals, I'm taking the Rams, and I'm taking the Lions in my 3-team money line parlay this week. Absolutely love it. Getting good odds on it once I added the Lions in there. What do we have this one sitting at here?
This is going to be such a bad week for you.
Absolutely love this game.
Okay, based on your picks, if you have a winning week, I'd be extremely impressed.
Buckle up, because I'm feeling good right now. Let me hear your money line parlay.
I did a 3-leg parlay. It's plus 162 odds.
Okay, mine's plus 233. Like, mine's significantly more difficult.
Okay, but listen to this, though.
Oh, no.
Buffalo Bills alternate spread.
Oh, you're teasing it?
Teasing it, yes.
Okay, love the teasers.
Minus 2.5, Bills.
Love that.
Rams, minus 9.5.
Okay.
And the Bengals, minus 6.5.
Okay, so you just moved them all down a little bit on games that you think would lock, gonna hit.
Took those huge spreads, moved them down to either a field goal or, the Rams they have to, win by 10 or more. But yeah, those huge spreads way down. I might take a bet. The Bengals to win by 21 or more. I might tease that. I might make that a separate bet.
Wow.
You're telling me that Mike White guy is going to do anything?
Is he worse than Zach Wilson?
Yes, he is.
How? I like Zach Wilson.
What's the guy's
kid.
name? Is Mike White?
Bad situation. No,
his name is Mike White. His name is Mike White.
Well, I'm hoping you're right, because if you make a bet for a line of 21, I will absolutely love that aggression.
Okay, college bets.
College bets, Bo. Let me hear what you've got here.
Notre Dame is at home.
Yep.
Against North Carolina.
Okay.
Notre Dame is 6-1, playing a 4-3 team. -3.5 for Notre Dame. That is what I have.
All right. I like the bet.
Yeah.
Not a big Notre Dame guy, but that's fine.
No, hey, I mean, goddamn, it's an 11th ranked team playing a 4-3 team at home. It looks juicy.
I hear you. It feels like there's some sauce on there.
Yep.
Bo, I'm taking another high-profile game this week. I am taking Florida plus 14 versus the number 1 seed Georgia Bulldogs. They're going down to the Swamp. Florida played Alabama to a 2-point game in the Swamp. Florida's 4-3. They should be 5-2. A couple botched field goals or punts against Kentucky right there. Should have beat Kentucky. Should be 5-2. They've got something to prove. Conference game here. They're covering 14 points. Absolutely love this college bet this week.
I did look at that.
Georgia's been incredible, but Florida fought against them. They're at home in the Swamp. They're going to be chomping the gator. We all know it. I'm pretty stoked for this one. I think it'd be a fun game to watch.
That would be another bet that I would think about taking. Georgia's just absolutely dominated every single game now.
I have another one where it's Nevada and UNLV under 58 points, like that bet as well. But I'm putting the big one right there on the podcast with
that's
Georgia
fine.
and the Gators.
It's one of the bets this week that I actually agree with on.
Well, that's good, Bo.
It's looking terrifying for you. All right,
Well, you say that every week. I feel decent about this week, but we've run out of time. No. We've got one more shot.
He has one
here.
more shot before
I
the
don't think
video
it's going to
ends.
happen by the end of the podcast.
Take it right now.
One more.
take it. He's got to take it.
Here we go.
These are the rules, Jake.
All right, we're going to close out with it. Guys, once again, we're on social media now. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter,
TikTok,
OnlyFans as well.
OnlyFans.
Thank you guys for listening. This has been our fourth podcast here. Thank you guys. Have a good night. Peace.